Happy Sunday, everyone. Today I would like to share with you lessons learned from last week. First and foremost, I can't speak for anyone else but myself. And one thing I do know is, at least for me, God is real. He proves himself to me in little subtle ways over and over and over again. You know how you use a product and you may have been using it for years, everything works fine, and then one day you feel it's working, but you feel something is different? I experienced that. Last weekend was a busy, busy weekend for me. I was able to attend a party for one of my sister friends, and I was dancing and everything. I had a good time. But my knee didn't get the memo, and it decided to ache while I was there. I had a brace on and everything. I had my cane with me. I didn't have to use it. But my mind just told me I could do whatever. I felt just that good. But towards the end of the evening, that old familiar pain that's always with me in some form showed up. So I dealt with it Friday night. Then Saturday morning, I drove to my hometown because I wanted to support my nephew, my godson, at his listening party. I was excited. See, when good things happen for people that I care and love about, when good things happen to people at all, if I hear good news, I'm going to tell somebody. I feel exhausted. I feel like it happened to me. But I'm just that happy. And that's just the way I was created. I always share milestones. I try not to share too much of the bad because I realize that words have consequences. I didn't realize that until some of the things that I put in the atmosphere started revisiting me. That's when I learned not to say everything I thought, but when a thought popped in my head that didn't bring praise about someone, I started to pray for that person. Now, I'm not super religious, mega saved, mega deep. That's never been me. My relationship with the Lord is a daily thing. I examine myself daily to see if I remain in the faith. Yes, I have a sense of humor. I love to laugh, and my favorite thing to do is to act and be silly. Because life is just hard sometimes. And if I'm laughing, that takes me outside of what's really going on with me. I've seen people use illness as an excuse to be evil and nasty to people. I've seen people use chronic illnesses to get out of doing stuff. That ain't never been me. I always show up 100%. And if I can't give you my all, you get nothing. Anyway, getting back to the weekend. So Saturday, like I said, last Saturday, I supported my nephew at his release party. And his EP was released publicly on the 10th. At any rate, my body remembered, at least my knee remembered. Girl, I'm going to get you for doing all that dancing, all that bouncing and stuff. I believe my joints talk to me. I be talking right back. I be rebuking them and everything. But sometimes the words I speak, they say you can have what you say. But with me, I have to have medicine, injections, and all that stuff with it. Well, everything that I took was wearing off. Then I remembered that there are certain patches that I could use for pain. If I place them in an affected area, say my right knee is hurting, that's the only place on me that was hurting. Everything else was fine. So I did what I always do when the things that I'm required to do don't work. And I made a mistake of fault. Well, I can't say the mistake because before, wherever the pain is and wherever I put the patch, I'll fall asleep with it on and no big deal. Except this time. This time, when I woke up on Tuesday morning, I felt that the patch was still there. But I had a surprise waiting for me. When I moved, I guess I'm asleep rough, not really sure. But when I moved my pajama bottom, skin came with it. I suffered like a 3rd-degree chemical burn from a patch that is supposed to relieve pain. I guess that's my lesson. Sometimes when you get comfortable in stuff and you don't take the signals to move on, keep it moving, you can be polite. But when you stay too long, God makes things uncomfortable. So I'm dealing with it, letting the air get to it. And I was downstairs a while ago and I actually found some ointment that's good for burns. I have things all over the place here. My house is neat because I just have stuff in different locations. And at the needed time, at the appointed time when I need something, God always shows it to me. I wasn't even looking for that. Actually, I think I went downstairs to start clothes. But getting back to what I originally said, this causes me to pay attention. God cares about the tiny, insignificant things in our lives. And I was looking at, and I'm looking still at the place on my leg. Sure, I see brown skin, then I see this, it's more than 1 inch long because it's visible. Like open spot, a burn where the skin is just pink. But I see healing taking place because what wasn't there yesterday, I see today. And it's like the formings of scabbing. Yeah, God allows us to go through and experience uncomfortable things, but He's always there to heal us. I want you to think about what I said. Ain't no big deal because I will share. Ain't no shame in my game. But I also want you to think about the things that God has done for you, the things that you may have overlooked, the times when you were in the presence of danger, you didn't realize it, and He got you out of that situation. Sometimes the rescue is not what we think it is. Sometimes the removal doesn't come in the form, but in all things, in everything, give thanks to God. He cares for you. I do too. And I can't sit back and let people that I care about tear each other apart. I won't do it. I will always choose me. You have a good Sunday. May it be relaxing, whatever you need it to be. Love you. Bye-bye.